Declan Flynn was killed, brutally killed in Fairview Park. He was one of three gay men who faced a horrible killings in 1982. And it went to court, and there was 5 youths who were prosecuted for the killing of Declan Flynn, and they openly admitted that they were in Fairview Park they were there queer bashing to clean the park of queers, and that's their terminology that they used at the time. And quite shockingly, they were found guilty of manslaughter, but the judge at the time suspended their sentence, and that naturally sent shocks across the gay community. Effectively that decision said that gay lives were effectively worthless. So there was obviously considerable anger as well, and a decision was taken that something needed to be done. They couldn't just let this go by. So a decision was taken by the different gay organisations at that time that they were going to have a protest. So they gathered at Liberty Hall, and they marched all the way to Fairview Park. And there was a lot of nervousness about whether or not they would go to Fairview Park, because when the 5 youths had been released, they'd held a kind of a celebration at Fairview Park because they effectively got off scot-free. But ultimately, the decision was taken that they needed to go to Fairview Park. Symbolically, they needed to be there. And this was in the context as well of the anti-amendment campaign. So there was a number of organisations who did walk with the gay rights, or the gay community at that time, and estimates about 1,000 people marched from Liberty Hall. I suppose protesting the injustice against the gay community, but also highlighting as well the injustices and violence that were that women faced as well. And that's considered and often portrayed as the Irish Stonewall. And I suppose it created a lot of confidence within some of the gay community. And so that was March 1983. And then in June 1983, then we have the first, I suppose, gay pride protest march, which I suppose would be akin today to our gay pride parades. So about 200 people marched from Stephen's Green to the GPO, again, which quite a considerable turnout, considering it was 12 in 1974. But one of the organisers of that stopped outside the GPO, and she gave a great address to those in attendance, and she was drawn on the 1916 proclamation. But I think one of the most entertaining parts of her speech that day was she renamed the GPO the Gay Pride Organisation. So I think it was really clever play on the acronym there.